Over-promising and under-delivering. This is a mistake that I made a lot when I started, and it's a huge mistake that many people make every single day, particularly new entrepreneurs, new farmers, and I want to talk to you guys about why it's important to actually do the opposite than this, because it will save you a whole lot of headache, stress, and lost customers. So when we're starting out, we're so passionate about what we're doing, and we just want to say yes to every opportunity. So for myself, when I started my farm and I started to sell to chefs, this is where I screwed this up a lot at the beginning. Is I'd have some chef come to me and say, "Hey, can you do this?" And it'd be some kind of weird microgreen or something that I wasn't even really growing. And I'd say, "Yeah, okay, sure." "Hey, can you grow this crop for me?" And I'd go, "Yeah, okay, sure." And I'd say yes to all these things, and of course they would follow up and say, "Hey, how's this thing going?" And I'd be like, "Well, that didn't really work out." And I'd be constantly letting people down. And even in my early consulting career, I'd say yes to a lot of things that I didn't really. I thought I could do, but I might have not have done the best of, and it didn't really help me at all. You're so much better off to just say no right out of the gate. If it's something that you're not absolutely 100% certain of, if somebody asks you something that you can do, and you're not already doing it, and you can't totally just knock it out of the park, just say no. It's that easy, just say no. But what's even better to do is when you're setting up expectations with a new customer, like say it's a new restaurant you're going to start selling to, and they're asking, when can we expect this much? When can we expect these crops? And they want a date. And how much can we expect? Like, lowball it. It's way better to just under-promise and then show up with more stuff, because you've already set the expectation low, but in a sense they don't know it's low. You're just giving them an expectation. And it's so much better for you to show up with more stuff. And so this is where the under-promise and over-deliver thing comes into play, because you set the expectation and you showed up with more than you've promised. And that is an amazing thing to do in the business world in general, is because you're exceeding expectations. That's going to leave a really big impression on people than to flake out or to not show up with as much as you promised, because then you've kind of failed in a way. So this is how you can basically take the same situation, the same outcome that was going to happen, but just change the expectation. So it doesn't require any more of you. It just means that you promise a little bit less, but show up with more. And it's just all about creating this atmosphere that you're the type of person that over delivers. And it's easy to do. The hard thing about it, though, is that when we're starting out and we're really passionate, we want to just say, yes, we can do this, yes, we can do this, because we want to pass off our enthusiasm to our customers or whoever it is that we're working with. But this is sort of a stoic approach, in that you want to conserve that excitement and conserve that that victory for later, after the fact, before the fact. So one place that I also see people do this all the time is in crowdfunding campaigns. People just promise the world on a rainbow, and then when they get their crowdfunding thing go through, it's like, do they actually follow up with all the tiny little things that they promised? No, not often, at least from what I've seen. So, when you're doing a crowdfunding campaign, just promise what's realistic. You don't have to have, like, the one mistake I see people make on these all the time is that they're raising a bunch of money and they've got all these different price tiers for donations. So they've got like $5, $10, $20, $50, like they have way too many. And the mistake they make is that they make all these little promises for the low donation ones, where, like, I'll bring you a gift, or I'll send you a gift or something. But it's like, for $5, why don't you just say you'll put their name on a big list or something? You know, like do something that doesn't really take much work, because a lot of people might just want to donate to you anyways. You know, when it's the $100 to $1,000 donations, sure, put something in there that really takes a lot from you to do. But for the tiny little ones, you know, don't kill yourself in trying to see. This is exactly overpromising and under-delivering, because in my experience, when I've seen people do crowdfunders, they just don't even do those things, and then the person who donated is sitting there thinking, yeah, this person's kind of a flake, and would I donate or support their cause again? Probably not. Whereas you could have just not promised that to begin with, and they probably still would have donated because they wanted to support your cause. So you're better just off to just not do it, right? So this is what I'm trying to say is, it's so much easier to under-promise and over-deliver. You just have to be conservative and stoic with your excitement at the beginning to save that gratitude and excitement for after the fact when you've over-delivered on what you under-promised. Hope you guys have found that helpful. This is a huge issue that I see a lot in small farming, particularly new entrepreneurs, and I made it a ton, and it cost me a lot at the beginning, but if it can save you right out of the gate, you'll probably have a lot more success to start than I did. Alright guys, talk to you later.